The Mindful Life Practice.
Hello to Oshawa Senior Community Centers. My name is Alex and my cousin is Misty. And she reached out to me because I know that you guys are all isolating, and she's working on some videos to keep you guys entertained and moving during this time. And I'm a yoga teacher. So, interesting thing about me, I grew up in Toronto in Canada, but I am a school teacher during the daytime, and then I teach yoga in the evening. And I actually don't live in Canada anymore. I live all the way in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. So I am filming this video from here for you guys. And I just put on, if you can see, I have my Toronto Blue Jays shirt on, just to show my Canadian spirit. So I'm going to teach a class today that is very simple. It's just going to be a seated stretching for the spine, so it's accessible to like all ability levels, and maybe if this is a success, I can create some more videos for you that have a bit more complexity in terms of like practicing a bit of standing poses with the support of a chair. But for today, for this first class, we're just going to stay seated for the whole time. Okay, so you're going to come onto a chair, settle in through both sits bones, rest through the soles of the feet, and then either lean back if you need some support, or maybe you can lengthen your spine up so you're working on like some core strength and some back strength. If at any point you need to lean back and just take a little rest, please go ahead. So find your seated position, and this is a seated Tadasana or a mountain pose. And we're just gonna anchor the palms of our hands onto the thighs. Start to just turn the attention towards the breath, so don't worry about changing anything, modifying anything. Just inhale and exhale. And then maybe observe how the breath is coming in and out of the body. So are you breathing in through the nose? Or are you breathing in through the mouth? Is your breath filling the lung capacity? Or is your breath kind of shallow? Is your inhale and exhale even? And is each inhale and exhale even, or are they a bit jagged? Do a little scan of your body. Where are there areas of tension and tightness? How's your mind doing? The entire world is feeling a little shooken up right now. We've all at the same time lost our daily routines. We're all losing social contact. Here in Abu Dhabi, we closed the schools 3 weeks ago, and took me about 2 weeks of isolation before I was able to kind of bounce back and build a new routine. So just notice how everything is impacting you. Any and all feelings and emotions are totally valid. Now let's collectively deepen our breath. So we're first going to try to lengthen the inhale for 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and lengthen the exhale for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. If this at any point, keep going, but if this at any point feels too restrictive, then just do normal breathing. Doesn't matter. I just picked the number 4 at random to get us into a rhythm. Now see if you can change where you're directing the breath in the body. So I think a lot of us have a tendency to breathe up in the chest, and that can lead to us feeling anxious. And maybe you're a belly breather. Let's see if we can direct all of our breath into the heart center. So right into the middle of the torso is where you're going to visualize your inhale going, and then visualize your exhale going. One last thing, can you make the amount that you breathe in be even to the amount that you breathe out? So I think sometimes that older people shy away from yoga because they see all these pictures of like people doing headstands and the split, and they think that's not for me. I'm not strong enough, or I'm not flexible enough. Truth is, even young people can feel that way. I want you to know that the goal of the practice is not about doing fancy poses. Yoga is about being present in the moment. It's like a mindful, moving meditation. So today we're just going to keep it super simple so that anyone can engage in this practice. And the intention from our practice is I am present. It's to be in the present moment. So on your next inhale, you're going to breathe in and circle both palms up overhead. So we move with the rhythm of the breath, and then exhale your palms at heart center. You can have your eyes closed or you can have them open. Doesn't really matter, whatever suits you. Generally with movement in yoga, the inhales are for expanding and then the exhales are for contracting. So inhale, we circle. And then exhale, we draw energy inward. Take one more. This time inhale, stop with your palms up overhead, and then you're gonna exhale, land your right palm on the side of your chair. You can just hold it there, take an inhale, lift, and then as you exhale, gently start to open into a side body bend. So you're directing your breath into your lateral side body here. You're feeling your intercostal muscles on your left side expand and contract. Please don't worry about going super deep into this stretch. I want you to develop this skillful awareness around where is my personal edge. Your personal edge is somewhere that's like a comfortable place where it feels like you're getting a deep enough stretch. It's not a point of physical pain. It's not a point of like wildness, okay? And it's especially important to be intuitive of what your body is telling you, because I'm not here in the room with you, right? So I'm not an extra pair of eyes. So really feel into your body what feels good. If it's too much at any point to have your arms overhead, by the way, you can totally drop it down and get the same lateral stretch. And then when you're ready, take it back up. Okay, let's inhale, line everything back up, lengthen through the spine, land your left palm, and then take your stretch the opposite way. So right palm lifts up and then expands. Try to find the middle in this shape. So like you can either be super extreme or you can be like super lazy. I don't want to see either of that. I want to see like the Goldilocks position. So the point where you are in the exact middle, finding the middle. It's the middle between effort and ease. The middle between kind of strength and surrender. more breath. And then come all the way back up. Land the palm. You can stay seated as you are. I'm just going to turn my body so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to lead you through a seated cat-cow, and you can leave your hands on your thighs. This pose we normally do on all fours, on hands and knees. And so if you can imagine me on all fours, when I exhale, when I inhale, my belly tilts forward and it's like a cow, like you're having your belly kind of protrude. And when you exhale, you curl your spine in. It's like a cat. It's a scary Halloween cat. So we're keeping with that same principle of inhales to expand and then exhales to contract, okay? So on your breath in, you're going to tilt at the pelvis and expand through your heart. And then on your exhale, curl and tuck the chin. Keep moving with your breath, inhaling. And then exhaling. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Feel free to kind of improvise doing your own little movements. Now let's take one more. Come all the way back up. Turn all the way back to face, or sorry, you were not turned, you're good. Stay where you are. Okay, one more time, we're gonna inhale our palms up overhead, and this time we're gonna move from overhead into a twist. So with length and extension, you're gonna wrap around, land your left palm on your right thigh, and maybe you just take your right palm to the side of the chair. I like to take it a little deeper by placing it on the back of the chair, and then either keep your gaze forward or turn your head so that your neck goes all the way to the back. So if you turn your head, it just kind of deepens this twist. But if it's uncomfortable for your neck, you can keep it here, okay? So when we're children, we play on the playground, right? We're on the swings, we're climbing, we're, jumping up and running down the slide, we're crouching down to move through a little tunnel. And so when we're kids, our spines are pretty supple because we're moving in so many different ways. And then when we're adults, we don't do that as much, right? Even me, as like a 27-year-old, I don't do as much movement. And so we really feel it when we move into these twists. And again, make sure that you're at a comfortable edge for you and you're listening to your body, because your body will tell you what it needs and it will tell you to back off if the twist is too much. Okay, let's take one more breath into the twist. And then just come all the way through center. You're gonna twist the opposite way. So first we'll inhale the palms up, and then we'll exhale open, maybe shuffling over a little bit, and then decide what you wanna do with your gaze. So I love spinal twists because I find, I like to imagine it's like a wet washcloth and it's like collected all this dirtiness. And then as you twist through the spine, it's like the wringing out of a wet washcloth, and all of the dirt and all of the stuff that's all stuck just releases. So see if you can feel that as your spinal discs are compressing, the tension that is between them is just releasing. Taking one more breath. And then coming all the way through center. So we've moved the spine in different ways, in extension, in flexion, in lateral movement, in twisting. We're just gonna work on the neck, do one little neck stretch. I'm gonna switch so that I'm sitting cross-legged because I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's more comfortable for me. I know that our hips are tight, and if you're someone that doesn't sit crisscross, it's probably difficult, so you can keep your feet on the ground. I'm just doing it because I'm more comfortable, okay? So you're gonna drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder, And either stay here, or if you want to deepen your stretch slightly, you might take your right palm, anchor it on the side of the head, and then you should feel a bit more of an expansion through the left neck. And then with your left palm, you can reach it to the side, and then maybe bend at the wrist, just kind of exploring. Usually everyone has a different sweet spot that really hits the stretch because every body is different. Now, there are different parts of the body that carry a lot of tension. I call them like the tension sweet spots. And the traps muscles, this is one of them. And I'll never forget the first time I did this stretch in a yoga class, and it was like 21 years of like stress and anxiety was just like releasing out of me. So I think we've all had an extremely stressful few weeks. It's been stressful here in Abu Dhabi. It's been stressful in Canada, I know, because I'm keeping in touch with my loved ones there. And so it's completely normal if you're feeling tension like bubbling up right now here and coming to the surface. Take one more breath, and then take your head all the way up. Just pause for a moment and feel the difference from your left to your right side. And then let's take the stretch the other way. Maybe you're good just like this. Maybe that's enough. And then maybe you take the palm and deepen it. So I subscribe to the belief as a yoga teacher that our physical body and our mind are very deeply connected. And if our mind is going through a stressful time, and if our mind has a lot of tension, it lands and it lingers in the physical body. So whatever you're feeling as you move through this practice, maybe like your stress is showing up, maybe your emotions are coming out, just know that it's okay and accept that. Aim of our practice is to be present in our emotions. And what always helps me is to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system, so to feel the breath and slow the breath. And by slowing the breath, we send a signal to the brain that we're okay, that everything's going to be okay. Take one more breath. And then come all the way up through center. Balance your head on both shoulders, and then drop the chin and just do some slight rolls from side to side. Okay, so we're going to finish off with a very short and simple breathing meditation. It's a breathing practice. So you can rest your palms on your thighs. This is a breathing technique I was taught many years ago. It is called box breathing. And how it works is you lengthen your inhale to a count of 4, then you hold your breath for a count of 4, then you exhale for a count of 4, and then you hold for a count of 4. Let me first say, if restricting your breath does not feel calming for you, if you have any breathing issues, please just breathe normally and focus on deepening your breath, okay? You don't have to hold your breath in order to be doing it properly. All right, but if you want to explore this box breathing with me, it's like a huge, it's one of those tools in my toolkit that I use a lot when I'm feeling a little bit stressed out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, and I like to imagine drawing a little square in my head. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Let's keep going like this. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. One more. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now just take a normal inhale. Take a normal exhale. Keep breathing. At the start of this practice, we did a little bit of a scan of the mind, the body. Before we close, I just want you to take a moment to scan everything now. How are you feeling? Do you feel a bit more calm? Maybe you feel a bit more physically open? Has space been created? Notice anything that's changed, even if it's really subtle and small. And take our palms into our heart center. I finish all my classes by chanting a mantra. So you can just listen while I chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. That chant is in the Sanskrit language, and what it means is, may all beings be happy, be healthy, be free. May the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. Let's share with one collective breath, taking a deep inhale, taking a deep exhale. Thank you for inviting me to do this, for sharing the space and the practice. May you have a lovely rest of your day and week. Thank you, thank you. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed that simple little flow, I'd love to make some more videos where we kind of explore some standing poses with the support of a chair and just kind of build flexibility and mobility in the body. All right, thank you guys. See you again soon. Stay healthy, stay well, stay happy. Bye.
The Mindful Life Practice.